Hello! This is Insanity Check. I'm Skillet Sauce. That's Ken.
That's 8. You can check us out on Twitter at InsanityCheck12. YouTube at Insanity Check Radio.
Facebook. Insanity Check. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, if you did that more often, you'd have more fucking viewers.
So we were talking about the Jets, man. So I just heard, they did some mass, firings yesterday, and then on the same day, Revis is like, "Yo, I'm pissed off that nobody's talking to me and communicating with me." So what the fuck is going on? You said you like what's going on. So what's up?
Well, I mean, the dues they cut were decent to good. Nothing spectacular, nothing great.
Get out of here.
As I was saying, middle-aged to getting old, so it wasn't like it was young, spry dudes or anything like that. They cut a couple of notables, Bart Scott, and
Bart Scott. That's the guy that was like, what was his quote?
Can't
wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Or the can't wait guy, yeah.
Yeah, and if he played better, I'm sure he wouldn't have to wait for who's going to.
Now you got to wait for a job, yeah.
But but basically they were 17 million and change over the cap, and in one day they're down to 5 million under the cap.
But they have to replace those players, or they already have the people on the roster. Because it doesn't make sense if they're going to get under the cap only if they got to spend the money again.
Well, I mean, because come on, well they ain't gonna spend that much money. I mean, these idiot Jets. I mean, this is why they're over the cap, because they promised these guys. They made these contracts for exorbitant amount of money, and these guys again was like I said, they were playing okay to good. So I know they said that there's a second-year guy that's taking Bart Scott's place, so they don't have to worry about that. So they'll figure it out. But again, you bring in some guys.
Who's Pace?
Calvin Pace, right? That was the other guy. He was a linebacker. Again, he was playing good, but he wasn't playing great. He only had 8 sacks last year. I don't think he ever went over 10 sacks in a year. So I'm saying, and as far as Revis goes, as Stephen A. Smith said, I don't know what Revis is bitching about. Why are you fighting to stay on this team? You are not going to fucking win a ring.
I don't think that's what he's doing.
And I don't think so either.
He's making an excuse for him to be able to go. I think he's covering himself because I don't think he wants to be here. Because there was some other quote where he said, I think it was him. He was like, "Yo, they'll pay for mediocrity, but they won't pay for greatness."
Right.
He said something about they'll pay for mediocrity, but they won't pay for greatness or whatever. And he considers himself the best player in the team, which he is. Whatever. It's a statement of fact. I think he's using this as a reason to say, you know what, I'm not going to restructure and take some lesser deal to be with you guys. I'm out. That's what I think. I think that's.
It could definitely be that, it could be just going through the motions of not being a malcontent, not being a ship jumper. I want to be free. I want to stay with the Jets. Blah 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 blah. You gonna run that the whole fucking time?
I mean, this was announced earlier this week that this is the Jets' official new theme music. Right?
They did, right? And they handed out Kleenex at the games, right?
So, personally, again, they're moving in the right direction. I still don't like that, Ryan is there, but, we'll see what happens because they still have to pick up, they still have to draft, number one. They still have to draft. And unless this guy, this new GM, has better football smarts than Rex Ryan as far as assessing talent, they're going to be fucked again.
So, who do they have at the tight end spot? Because then they let one of those guys go as well?
Well, they still have Dustin Keller, but, he still has to he was injured for most of last season, so he has to get his shit back together.
And what about the wide receiver position? Have they addressed that?
Yeah, not yet. It's ass. The wide receiver position is ass.
So the wide, these guys are fucked up, man. Because wait a second, their running back situation is porous because they don't have a good running back. They don't have a quality outside of what's his face, the one wide receiver that got
Antonio Holmes.
Yes, Holmes, who to me is still undersized. You said the tight end is pretty credible, but then how's the O-line? And we already know the quarterback sucks.
Well, I got two things to tell you. One is going to make you happy. The other one's going to make you cringe.
Mm-hmm.
There's two places where they're either suggesting or speculating that Revis could be traded to.
Well, don't say New England because I don't want to hear that. So
one is Denver.
Are you serious?
A trade for either Moreno or one of your other running backs.
Oh, shit.
Plus probably a draft pick, I'm sure.
You know what? I'd give up Noshawn Moreno. I would give up Noshawn Moreno for Revis. I would, Noshawn is no joke, obviously, but the way they... Huh? No kid. Yeah, whatever. But because of the trap blocking scheme and different things that Denver does, they always somehow manage to have a credible running game. Mm-hmm. And you don't need a 1,500-yard rusher the way the Denver offenses run. Mm-hmm. But having Revis to shore up the madness that took place, and if now you could probably, I was going to say, Champ Bailey says he wants to come back as the end, as a corner again and not the safety. But either way, with Revis there, I'm thinking we because I personally still think we are the favorites to come out of the AFC this year coming up, because New England, they're not whatever. I'm not sold on them. The Ravens are, that was some suspect hullabaloo that went on with those dudes. Mm-hmm. So
unless the other pick or suggestion or rumor comes through, which is yes, the Patriots.
And but Revis for who? Welker or somebody?
No, they're thinking. Cause I don't know how many. Because remember those scumbag cheaters were stocking up on draft picks for the past few years. Yeah. I don't know how much they have left, but the suggestion was 2 number ones for 2013 and one in 2013, one in 2014 for Revis. And of course, they said if that happens, then these cats are right back. Projected to go.
If they do that. If they do that, then that's it. I cannot believe.
I couldn't believe the Jets would do that simply because you are now ensuring that you don't win the AFC East. You go and get tossed in the in the playoffs if you ever meet these dudes, and that these Patriots, is going to dominate for easily the next 3 years.
Next week, listen to me. That would be the stupidest thing. You know what? It's like they say, don't trade guys. Not only do they trade them within the AFC, they trade them to the division rival. That's constantly kicking your ass.
The division leader. So
the division leader. That's right. The leader. Forget the rival. The main team that embarrasses the living shit out of you every chance they seem to get, except for the can't wait situation, game.
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
Well, again, hopefully that wasn't in it. It didn't come out of Jets camp. This was what was spread over the internet. So hopefully that's not true.
Yeah.
Hopefully they realize that would be the absolute stupidest move they can possibly make.
They would be. Yeah.
And
that's preposterous.
And hopefully there is a new, less retarded culture in Jets Nation with this new dude, Idzik, I believe his name is, and that doesn't happen. Whether Revis leaves or not, I don't care. I mean, not that I don't want him to leave, but for his own sake and his talent, he should go someplace where you actually have a chance to win.
I say
it's not happening here.
He should go one of 3 places, in my opinion. He should either go to San Francisco. Mm-hmm. Denver would be fantastic. I would love that. Or guess what? If he went to the someone said the Seahawks, which would be just, I don't even understand how he would fit in because they already have those 2 monster ends as it is.
But they're safeties though.
Wait, so I thought there was 2 ends. Wait, so one is the safety and one is the end. Or they both.
No, that's fine. They're both safeties. Those 2 monsters are both safeties.
Oh my God!
So if
he went to the Seahawks, that would almost be unfair because you couldn't throw the ball.
I'm sure they'd like that.
I mean, you literally could not throw the ball because each of those guys, they stick the best player by themselves and they hold people down because they physically beat you up and muscle you around. And if you have a speedy dude or whatever that has good movement, you could put Revis on. I mean, that is, and then think of what he could teach those guys.
It could be ugly.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking that probably can go to the Redskins as well, but Redskins, we don't know what's going to happen with the RG3 and all the rest of that stuff coming back early or something like that. So who knows what's going to happen with that? But that would be fantastic if Revis could go to the 49ers, the Seahawks, or hopefully the Denver Broncos. I would be elated.
Well, If they can get something for him, fine. If not, like I said, I have detached myself from these fucking scumbags. So until they show me that they're ready to be a pro team, they can burn in hell.
They can't franchise him either, right?
No.
That's right. They can't franchise him until next year, right?
Which he won't. He'll either get a new deal or he'll be out.
He'll leave. So they're between a rock and a hard place, big time. Because if they don't appease this dude right now,
And
or
of course,
get value for him right now,
and of course, they with this whole knee thing, they can't. They're not moving quickly. I'm sure if he didn't hurt his knee, they'd probably been all over it.
Yeah.
But they don't know what he's going to come back as.
so then they should get rid of his ass. If they don't know what he's,
But what if I mean, might be the best time, but if he's gonna come back and he's not gonna be Revis again,
No,
or if he is gonna be Revis again, then you just gave away, the number one dude in your squad.
But can you take that risk? Because if the team comes back in their ass again, if he does come back and he's Revis again, he's not going to want to waste the rest of his career with them saddle tramps, and he'll walk away completely with what you guys getting nothing.
I would tell him to go. I personally, I would do the trade because him being there is not going to save you.
No.
It's simple. The team is filth again, like they were last year.
They still got
Revis being there
Cromartie.
is not going to fucking save them. So they may as well try to, start rebuilding.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Oh, and I also heard that Revis said, and this was crazy. He said, "Fuck 8." I don't know why he said that, but anyway. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
I ain't disappointed.
We're gonna make it, baby.